I never imagined that a single secret could ripple through an entire empire. My name is Elias Carter, a human envoy assigned to the Zilirian Dominion, a star-spanning civilization ruled with elegance, ruthlessness, and a keen sense of hierarchy. I had been in their capital for over 3 months, studying the intricacies of their politics and customs, keeping my head low and my intentions clear. But love, as humans often discover, has a way of breaking even the strictest rules. And in the Zilirian court, secrecy is a fragile illusion. My secret was simple. I had fallen for Princess Auralia, the youngest daughter of Queen Nicera. Auralia was unlike any being I had ever encountered. Her skin shimmered like molten gold, her eyes deep pools of luminescent emerald, and her presence radiated both authority and vulnerability. Though she was royalty, there was a certain humility about her, a curiosity about humans that drew me to her in ways I could not deny. We had met under the guise of diplomatic briefings. I would assist her with Earth history, occasionally laughing at her sharp wit and quick learning. Slowly, our friendship deepened. Secret glances became private conversations, and conversations became moments of shared laughter in empty corridors. No one noticed at first. Humans were common enough in the Dominion, and she was surrounded by tutors, attendants, and advisors. I was careful, too careful, as it turned out. The trouble began the day I let my guard down. I had been sketching a map of the human homeworld in the palace gardens when Auralia approached. She leaned on the railing of the floating terrace, her hair flowing like liquid light in the gentle breeze. I was distracted, muttering facts about Earth's oceans, when she laughed softly. "You speak of your world with such devotion," she said. "Do you not tire of hiding your heart?" I froze, realizing how careless my response had been. "Hiding?" I stammered. I don't know what you mean." Her gaze was steady, knowing. "Your feelings, human," she said. "I see them in every word, every hesitation. Do you truly think your secret is safe?" Before I could respond, a disturbance rippled through the air. The palace sensors, attuned to emotional and psychic energy, detected the intensity of our interaction. Queen Nicera, omnipresent in ways that humans could barely comprehend, had been alerted. I didn't need confirmation. The chill in the air, the sudden hush in the gardens, spoke volumes. That evening, a summons arrived at my chambers. The script was short, concise, and terrifyingly final. "You are required in Her Majesty's private chambers immediately. Queen Nicera." I understood instantly. She knew. Somehow, the Queen had discovered my secret love for Princess Auralia. Panic rose in my chest. Humans were not forbidden from loving aliens, but the Zilirian court was unforgiving. Punishments were severe, especially when it came to royal family matters. As I entered the Queen's chamber, I was struck by the grandeur of it all. The walls were translucent, showing the city's sprawling lights beneath, and every surface shimmered with energy flowing like liquid metal. Queen Nicera sat upon her throne, taller and more imposing than I had ever imagined, her eyes glowing like twin suns. Her posture radiated both power and careful control. "Human," she said, her voice echoing with authority, "do you understand the implications of what you feel?" "Your Majesty, I did not intend," I began, but she raised a hand. "You did not intend to break rules, yet you have," she said. "Emotions are not forbidden, but secrecy, deception, and misjudgment are considered dangerous." I swallowed. I only wished to protect her. I never meant to cause dishonor. The Queen's gaze softened slightly, a subtle acknowledgement that she was considering more than punishment. And yet, here we are. Your heart is known, and your loyalty to your kind is clear. Tell me, human, do you love her? Yes, I admitted. The word felt heavy but honest, echoing in the chamber like a vow. Then you are brave, she said, leaning forward. And bravery is not to be punished when it is accompanied by honor. My relief was palpable, but I stayed alert. The Queen was unpredictable. What does this mean, Your Majesty? I asked cautiously. Nicera stood and walked slowly toward me. Her movement was regal, deliberate, each step echoing in the chamber. It means, she said, that your bond with Princess Auralia will not be ignored. But it must be proven. You will not be granted her freely, human. The Dominion respects courage, wit, and strength. She gestured to a crystalline doorway that opened onto a vast simulation room. You will undergo trials, she continued. Tests of character, intelligence, and empathy. Only if you succeed will you be recognized as a worthy companion to a princess of the Zilirian Empire. I nodded, understanding fully the stakes. The trials were designed not just to test physical prowess, but the essence of a being, their capacity for honor, decision-making under pressure, and the ability to protect, understand, and respect the unique nature of alien life. Days turned into weeks. I navigated challenges that tested my mind and body. Simulated crises placed entire colonies in my hands. Puzzles demanded reasoning that merged human logic with alien philosophy. All the while, Princess Auralia observed from the gallery, her expressions hidden behind carefully controlled masks, yet occasionally meeting my gaze with silent encouragement. Through the trials, a bond formed between Auralia and me that was no longer secret. The Queen observed, making notes in ways subtle enough to remain undetectable to all but her closest attendants. I realized the trials were as much about her observing our compatibility as they were about my skill. Finally, after a particularly grueling simulation where I had to negotiate a ceasefire between warring planets without endangering civilians, the Queen summoned me once more. I entered the chamber, exhausted but resolute. You have proven yourself, Nicera said simply. Not because of strength or skill alone, but because of integrity, courage, and understanding. Princess Auralia may now choose her companion freely. You are no longer a human observer, you are recognized by the Dominion as someone of consequence. The doors opened, and Auralia stepped forward, her eyes glimmering with emotion I had never seen before. You have faced the trials, she said softly. And you have succeeded, human. You have my trust, and more than that, my heart. I stepped toward her, barely able to process the enormity of the moment. For 3 months, I had hidden my feelings, fearing reprisal or rejection. Now, not only had the Queen acknowledged them, but Auralia had chosen me openly, in front of the entire court of our imaginations. The Queen nodded, a subtle smile crossing her luminous features. Love is a dangerous thing, she said, but when tempered by courage and respect, it can unite worlds. Guard it well, human. From that day forward, Princess Auralia and I were no longer secret confidants. We moved freely through the palace, our bond recognized and respected, a testament to what humanity could offer even to the most advanced civilizations. Through courage, honesty, and unwavering respect, a human had earned a place in the heart of an alien empire and in the life of its princess.